Okay, hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Mad Chris. Well, I'm Chris. With a little bit of mad, but like good mad, not angry mad. Anyways, right now I have been doing a little bit of art for my own enjoyment, and so lately I've just been going through a lot of things, and art has just kind of helped me get through that. So if there's anybody out there that can relate to that, hopefully watching this will inspire you to maybe do art or find a healthy outlet to get through kind of those trying times in your life. So last couple of weeks I've kind of just been wanting to do fruit pieces, and so I did a cherry piece and I did a strawberry piece, and tonight I just kind of want to do an apple piece. So I am going to start by looking at a reference that I have here and just going to draw, kind of sketch here lightly with my mechanical pencil, um, some apples. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just kind of start by making some circles. They don't have to be perfect. I'm just gonna kind of put them down where I want them to be. Fruit really isn't my forte. Well, I mean, I guess I like fruit. I just like other things better. But dried fruit is pretty good. I like some dried fruit. Okay, and I'm gonna put this one maybe back here. We'll just start from there. I'm gonna be using colored pencils today. I usually use all kinds of different art medias. I like um, markers. I like paints. I like colored pencils. You name it. I use all of them. Um, Not always that great with them. Kind of learning. Okay, so I kind of just look for the shapes here. So this is going to be the center of the apple right here, and it's going to be kind of facing toward me. So I'm going to put this circle to just let me know that I want a stem kind of coming out there. And then it's going to be another stem here on this apple, and then another stem, let's say right here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then I'm just going to kind of draw in the stem. And this will, be shaded in and look a lot better, hopefully, when we color it. And then I'll put another one up here. I do not consider myself an artist by traditional means. I kind of just like to draw in my spare time. I haven't gone to school for it. Um, I just I just kind of see what I see and I draw it, and that's that. My dad was um, was an artist. My dad was amazing, and there'd be weekends. I don't like how this stem is, so I'm going to change it a little bit. There would be weekends where we would go over to his house. My parents were separated, and he would give us art lessons, and that was a lot of fun. He went to school for art, and he majored in art and minored in accounting, and he said years later he wished he had flip-flopped it because there was no pay in art. And he passed away pretty young, and I think that had he made it to, sorry, I'm gonna just erase some of these lines here. If he had made it to this day and age with the way media is, oh my gosh, he would have been a YouTuber for sure. But yeah, so there we go. There's a little rough outline sketch of my apples there. I'm going to put my pencil aside and I'm going to get my colored pencils. And let me tell you guys, Prisma color pencils, that's where it is, guys. This is the best pencils, colored pencils, just of all time. It is. These are them. These are legit. I love them. They're easy to color with. They're a little pricey, but they're worth it. I think they're worth it. So yeah. So I got this, and it's got a pretty cool tin. I bought these at, I want to say I got them at Michael's for about 10, 20 bucks. They were the 24 piece. Or 24 piece. Gosh, I'm acting like it's chicken. 24 count. There's 24 pencils in here. And they were about, I would say $20. 19 something. So yeah, sorry for the pause there. I can only find my one tray of pencils, so I'm only apparently working with 12 pencils. That's not cool. Huh. Okay. Anyways, I'm not going to just... Oh, here they are. Okay. So, I got my other set here. So I'm looking at my reference, and it looks like the colors I'm kind of going to need is red, of course. I'm doing a traditional, probably, let's see what kind of apple this is. Let's see, what does it say it is? Honeycrisp apples is what it says. And they have a yellow background covered with red to pink blush. All right, so I guess I'll need a yellow. And I'm going to swatch these colors before we go any further because that's really important. Here's a red. And here's a pink. I have a couple of different levels of pink. This is rose. And just for blending purposes, let's try peach. Peach might work. Okay. So we can get it kind of to that red. So we want to go from yellow to pink to red. And I've got a couple of pinks in between. So I'm just going to turn this over here. We have a little swatch started from an earlier project. Okay. So here's my yellow. That's yellow. Now we're going to swatch the rose. And yeah, that kind of looks like the picture there. This would be lighter. This will go in between the two. The yellow. And then we'll do the peach and then the rose. And then the red. And that looks pretty good for the darkest part. Now, there's some lighter of the red, but I guess if I lift the pencil up a little bit, I can get the lighter. As we go. And these just blend so pretty together. I love this. All right, there's the pink, and then if we blend it to the peach, see, that's just, can you see how just effortlessly that just runs right into the next color? And then we're going to end with the yellow. I don't know if I can make these blend quite as well. That might take some work. But there isn't that much yellow on the apples, so. But yeah, that is pretty good. All right, so I'm satisfied with these colors. So let's go back to the apples here. Ah, and my laptop timed out over here, so we go in and put this password in to unlock the screen. All right, there we go. All right, so in my reference, it's the texture of the apples, of course, it's very smooth looking, but the colors are just kind of blended throughout. So it's not all one color anywhere on here. So, and each apple, of course, looks different. So let's start with the darkest color and work our way up to the light. Now, this first apple that I'm looking at in the picture, it shows like yellow here around the stem, and then there's kind of just patches of yellow throughout. So I think what I want to do is figure out where my light source is coming from. Generally, when I do these pictures, I like for the light to be up here in the left corner. To me, it's going to be right for you guys, I think, if I'm doing the schematics correctly. Anyway, so if my light's coming over here, my shadows are going to be here behind these, and this apple here is going to probably be primarily the one in shade, so it's going to be the darkest. So let's start back there. And when it comes to this, guys, I don't really have a method. Like, I don't know if what I'm doing is right or wrong. I just know when it comes out, it looks good, and I like it, and I'm happy. And I figured that's what art should be for everybody. As long as you like what you're doing, then do it. And I'm not knocking people who have gone to school for this. I think it's great if you went to school and you learn how to do that. I want to go back to school. Maybe one day I will. I don't know if it'll be for art or not, but so, don't come at me, those of you who have gone to school, and be like, oh, you're doing this all wrong. It's just the way I color. So, like I said, I'm looking at the picture, and my light source is over here. So I have light shining across these. So this shadow here is going to be from these two here. And I see if I kind of measure and I look like, okay, where would this shadow from this apple be casting? And it would basically be about this high up. But it's going to get lighter as it goes, not necessarily because of where the light's coming from, but the color of the apple itself is changing. And it's fading to a yellow at the top part of the apple. So I'm going to go dark here to, show my shading and where the shadow is, and on this back side here. But then I'm just going to start lifting my pencil for the fact that, I've got a change of color that I'm going to have happen as well. So that's what I'm doing here. And I'm just kind of picking it up. And like I said, in a lot of these apples, it's like stripes. Like there's stripes of colors on it. So then I'm going to go here and work down on this front guy down here in the middle. So the light for him, this apple is going to be in front. So it would be a lot of light going over the top here. And then the shadow is going to be probably back here a little bit, but mostly this guy is going to be pretty light. There's not going to be a lot of shadow on him because of the light being in the front here. So I'm going to give him the lightest of this red. And pretty much all over too. because he's still a red apple. I don't know if that makes any sense. That's how I figure it in my head. Um, and then this guy, there's like going to be no shadow on him except for maybe right here. Just from this guy, if really any. So he's going to be light red all over. I try to keep my pencil going in one direction so that I've got a grainy kind of look to the picture. And I'm using pretty thick paper. I'm using multimedia paper, and it kind of has a texture. The paper itself does. So the colored pencils don't like to fill in totally on that for whatever reason. So it kind of leaves a pattern naturally. So I'm going to have to do a lot of layering. All right, so next we wanted to do the peak. So I'm going to start here at the base of the apple where the red and just go there over the red and then just be kind of pink. Pink, 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 pink. Pink is my favorite color. And when I was a kid, I didn't feel like I could have a favorite color because I was a weird kid, and I thought the other colors would get jealous of me, or get jealous of my favorite color. So I would be like, "Oh yeah, I don't have a favorite color because the other colors will get jealous." But I kind of outgrew that, and now I just kind of love pink. It's in any shade really of pink. I'm blending here on this apple in the middle. I'm kind of going lightly with this one, which Prismacolors, you don't have to go heavy with them. They are so vibrant that just one light line and you get the pigment, and it's so bold and beautiful, and I just can't say enough about these colored pencils. And if there's anybody from Prisma that sees this video and need somebody to talk good about you guys, I'm available. I would say a lot of great things about it. I even have their markers, and I don't know if that's a new thing or not. I found them at Target the other day, and so I bought them. And I will be doing an upcoming episode with the markers so that you guys can see how they work out. Their pigment is beautiful too. I had a couple of issues with them, and you'll see whenever I do that episode, you'll see what I'm talking about. But overall, they're wonderful markers, and I love them. And like I said, I was at Target, and that's where I found them, was at Target. Okay, so I pretty much have all the pink that I want to do. Let's go on into the peach and just lighten this up a little more. Again, I am not going heavy at all, guys. I am going super, super light. Blending as I go. So that I get a smooth transition. This is something that I'm teaching myself how to do, and I'm okay at it. I achieve the results I'm looking for the most part. But boy, I would just really love to draw and color some of the way these people on YouTube do. It's amazing what some people can do and how realistic they make their art look. I'm such a follower, and I'm such a fan of these people. Yeah, to say the least, that is definitely their work is amazing. Okay, so I'm kind of just smoothing this in, making the transitions look a little less. So I guess choppy is what it looks like to me. It just is not as smooth as I want it to be. So I'm just trying to smooth it in and gradually blend it out so that we see that transition. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna need like a brown. Yep, for the stems. So I'll have to go back and look for that. Before I go any further, I'm gonna erase some of these lines that I don't really need anymore. The circles around the stems, I'm not gonna need that because I'm gonna hope that I'll be able to just make the colors do that for me. Here's hoping. And I have found that when I go over pencil with colored pencil, the pencil doesn't really erase afterwards. So I have to be mindful of that. Okay, so that's pretty much all the peach I want to do, and then I'm just going to finish off with the yellow. Again, starting way back here, I noticed that there's kind of some lines throughout the apple that are just really bright yellow, and then these cores were just yellow. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Just make the cores here yellow. And I'm going to do that over here, making sure to throw some yellow in here throughout the whole piece. And then again finishing off the core with the yellow. And I'm probably going to have to use some darkening at the base of the core, some darker colors. I'm not sure. I'm going to look at my reference again to see what I need to do the stem and the shading there. So, all right. That's about as smooth as I'm going to be able to get it. I watched this video. It was so cool of this girl. She was, I wish I could remember her name, but she was using different theories or testing different theories on how to blend with different like household chemicals around the house. And I might try that, guys. She suggested, I think the best one was nail polish remover on a Q-tip. So maybe I should try that. And I'm looking at what you guys can look at, and it definitely needs some blending work, definitely. But let me see if I can go ahead and take this pencil out, because what I'm looking at doesn't have any pencil, of course. It's an apple. How come, real life you don't have these lines outlining everything as you go. So I'm just gonna erase those. Oh, cool. My Prisma's erased a little there. Oh, all right. No problem. I'll go back in and fix that up. Good to know that they are erasable. There's this weird space now between my apples. All right, not a problem. I'll just go in and fix it. Probably just with red. And then just do red on this side too. Yep. And fill that in right there. All right. All right, guys, I see you. Maybe I should call this project some candles. They look more like candles than apples. All right, so I need kind of a brown wooden color. I'm gonna swatch this. Oh, that's Tuscan red. I don't think that's what I need. Let's see what we got, what it comes out at. Oh, but it's, well, maybe. I kind of like that. But yeah, let's do it. Let's make these stems Tuscan red. And does it look like a brown to you guys? Does that look brown? Yeah, it shows up pretty brown for you guys too. Okay. So that will be our stems then. Coloring it in, coloring it in. Do the same here. And I'm not really going to do too much shading on here. It's a stem. But I do want to do some shading at the base of the apple there. Okay. Same here, just fill this guy in with my colored pencil. And then just give an indication that it's coming out of something. So in this case, it's coming out of the center of the apple. All right, and then same here. So when I was a kid, we would twist the stems on the apple. Did you guys ever do that? And you'd go like A, B, C, D, and then whatever letter you landed on, that was going to be like your husband's name or your wife's name in the future. It was like predicting the future. And okay, so I'm going to be right back, and I'm going to get a Q-tip, and let's see if we can finish blending these apples in. So 1 second. Okay, so I'm back. And what I got here is Coconut Maximum Strength enriched with vitamin E and grapeseed oil, soak off gel and all nail coatings. So yeah, I don't know if this is going to work. So what I plan to do is go back to where I was watching and try it there first. So I'm going to take the Q-tip, and I'm going to dunk it inside this. And she said just a little bit. So I'm going to get a paper towel, which I should have already done. Excuse me as I go and get one more thing. Alright, so I got a paper towel, and I'm going to just kind of dab it off on this paper towel so that it's not totally saturated. Alright, and then I'm just gonna, let's do this line here that we made and see if I can make it blend. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, I see you. I see you trying to do something. All right. Yeah. All right. I feel safe. I feel like it's safe enough to do my project here on it, my drawing. You know, worst case, I start over. Right, so I'm getting some more here, and I'm just wiping it on this paper towel. Because like I said, I don't want to soak my, my drawing. And then I'm just going to blend. And yeah. Cool. So I don't know if this was considered an art hack or what, but whatever it is, it's working. It's really strong though. This nail polish remover that I have, whoo! I might have needed to open a window or something. No, it's not that bad. But I can smell it. I have 3 cats, and I have one that's currently looking at me. You smell that, buddy? You smell that, Ninja? I think he does. And I don't think he's happy about it. But yeah, I have 3 cats. Oh my gosh, one of our cats is so old. They're all indoor, never been let out. We found, well, they're all rescues. But once we rescued them, we never let them outside. So they stay indoors. And the oldest one is 22 years old, guys. This cat is 22 years old. Yeah. And her backstory is basically she had 6 litters, and her owner got old and I think went to a nursing home or some sort of assisted living facility, and they couldn't take her with them. So my mom, actually, they contacted my mom. It was a friend of my mom's. And she told us about her, and we got her. And she stays in my son's bedroom. She doesn't come out. But she's old. She's very old. Okay, guys. So, there's my apples. I'm going to throw a background on here because my other fruit pieces had a background. So when doing that, I just kind of want to look at my colors here and see what I see. Or you know what might be fun? What if I got the Prisma markers out and we just do 3 different Prisma markers? And then that way you can kind of see the markers with the colored pencils. So that might be fun. Ooh, I'm dropping pencils over here. 1 second, let me grab these markers. Okay, so that was boring, but anyways. It came in a pack of 10. It came in a pack of 10. So I have orange, sorry, camera's about to die. All right, I put it on charge. I think we're gonna be all right. Orange, pink, green, purples. The only thing it didn't have was a red, and I was really shocked that they didn't have a red, but oh well. So I was thinking going from like, let's see, we could do purple to yellow, purple to yellow, and then, or maybe, oh, but I like that pink. Yeah, here's a dark purple, light purple. Maybe yellow's too fast. What if we did to this light blue? All right, I got a dark purple. Let's see, I don't even know if these have names on them. And we have a violet, a Parma violet, and then a light blue. Let's see what they look like together. Now, I will tell you the one thing about these markers. Oh my gosh, they are so hard to get the lid off. I'm not a fan of that. All right, so that is violet. This one is, oh yeah, Parma violet. And again, excuse me while I struggle to get these caps off. The other thing that I don't like about it, okay, so these are new markers. This marker to me, it looks like it's already running out of ink. So we'll see. I might have to do a lot of layers to get it. But that was the other thing I had a problem with these markers. The caps are really hard to get off. And some of the markers look like they were just straight running out of ink. But I literally just bought them a couple of days ago. And then here's the blue. Again, it just, for Prisma, I really expected them to be a lot brighter than this. All right, yeah, so I think these colors will be fine. So we'll go ahead and put them in here. And like I said, I'm just going to go along the background with it and just make the background. Let me start with the violet. So it's darker. And I'm going to strong arm this marker. Oh, and the other thing. Sorry, Prisma, I hate to say this, but you guys don't tell us which end is the, brush end and which end is the bigger nib end. So I don't know. That was frustrating too. So, all right, so I'm just gonna go in here and make this line here. That's where I want. Ooh, that's a nice straight line there, Chris. Good job. Sarcasm. All right, and then I don't want to go all the way up to the apple. I'm gonna leave like a little white space. I'm gonna outline it to where I want it to stop. That's about a third of the paper, I think. If not, it'd be okay. It's close enough. And I'm gonna make sure I don't touch the edge of the apple. And then I'm just gonna measure here. Just eyeball it. That looks about right. All right. And then I'm just gonna color it in. Now this violet, this looks like it's got plenty of ink in it. It's bright, it's dark, it's juicy. But that other one, that Parma violet, it looked light. And not just like, because it was a lighter shade, like it had no ink in it. But you'll see it in a minute. Anyways, still, I love the markers for what they are. And the price was not that bad. Even though the colored pencils were a little pricey, I think, just because, I'm a Walmart shopper. Yeah, I said it. I shop at Walmart. And so comparatively to the great value version or the Walmart brand of markers or colored pencils, I can get a 24 pack of the knockoffs for $6-7. But I mean, you pay for what you get, and Prisma's where it's at. I will gladly spend my money on those. But these markers, I feel like maybe I was just paying for the name, honestly. But maybe they'll live up to their name, and maybe I just misjudged. We'll see. We'll see. I don't imagine these markers could dry out for the way that these lids go on. All right, so there's the first background, first color. Then we're gonna get the Parma, and I'm gonna, all right guys, so that's that color. And now we're gonna do the Parma violet. I'm just gonna fill it in real quick, making sure that we're keeping that white area open. See, this just looks like it's almost out of ink to me. I don't know. I'm going to color it in real quickly. I'm really having to go back and forth over it, over these spots. So, yep, we're just going to color this one in, and then we're going to do the blue, and we will be done. And I think the purple came out pretty good. I like it. I don't know what to do about the fact that this marker really looks like it's running out of ink. But maybe I can buy some refills online for it or something. I don't know. I really haven't looked into them. Like I said, Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so due to lots of technical difficulties last night, I had to actually stop filming, but I did not stop the project. And so I'm going to finish up where we were. I had done the Parma purple, and then I'd done or Parma violet, and then the regular violet. Now I'm just going to go in here and use this last Prismacolor marker, and it's called True Blue. I think the number is like PM47. And I'm just going to fill in this white spot here, just like this. And like I said, this one doesn't seem to be as bad, but it just frustrates me that these, yeah, see, it's doing it too. It just looks faded out, like it's low on ink. But like I said, I just bought these markers. So surely that's not the case. I am going to go online if anybody's interested. I'm going to go online and see if there are refills available. Maybe I'll send a letter to Prisma and just be like, hey guys, was this your intention? And then, you know, if you're interested, just mention in the comments anything else that you want to ask about them or anything like that. Okay, so that's done. Now, remember I kept this white out here, and I'm looking at it and I thought, well, maybe that'd be kind of fun to shade in with this marker here. So let's just do that. Oh yeah, that's really cool looking. I like that. It's one of the things about my art is I feel like I'm always just like taking risks and challenges and what if I mess up? But you know, at the end of the day, it's art, and it's all up to your interpretation. So I wanted to see it with a blue line behind it, and that's what I'm seeing. And yeah, I kind of like it. I think it looks nifty. And I just kind of encourage everybody to get out there and do stuff, you know? If art's your thing, get out there and make some art. Who cares what anybody else thinks? Or, you know, maybe you want to get out there and you want to cook, or I don't know. There's lots of stuff to do, and you know, I know with COVID and everything, it's been rough. And I'm glad that we're all, you know, being able to get back to work, some of us, and that's good. But, you know, let's not forget the fun stuff. Okay, so there we go. That's the finished piece there. Hopefully you can see it. I'm using a different camera, so I don't know if this is upside down to you guys or right side up, but if this is right side up, yay, this is what it looks like. If this is right side up, yay. Otherwise, here, you can see my drawing upside down. Anyways, thanks for watching my video, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see y'all next week.